Finding a good contractor is sometimes like finding a needle in a haystack, but too often homeowners put themselves in a bad position by not doing their homework ahead of time. Fox 6's Katrina Cravey shows you how you can learn from one woman's roofing ruckus.
When Helga makes her famous bean soup, she knows the best results come from the best ingredients, not their price. But skimping on price is what got her into trouble several years ago when she was approached by a handyman about a new roof.
He was very down to earth. He kind of reminded me of my brother. Just a nice, simple man that seemed honest.
She took him up on his offer of $13,000 for a brand new roof and gutters, but what she got was nothing but trouble.
I called him probably once or twice a week and saying, why aren't you here? And we always had an excuse, and I was not very nice and said, well, just make sure you're here tomorrow like you promised.
It took the contractor 6 months to finish the roof, and just look at the pictures of the results. Massive leaks, damage just weeks after the work was completed. Helga took him to court, where the contractor seemed to think he did nothing wrong.
They had their own inspection done, and their inspector drove by. Never came into the house, just drove by and said, well, it looks like the roof was fine to him, and if the gutters looked okay. And that was basically his defense.
That's when Helga, who did not want us to use her last name for this story, called Scott Klein at J&B Construction for help.
Well, there was installations failures from one end to the other. It was a total mess here.
Scott determined the roof was a complete loss and had to be redone.
The products being used were good quality products, but the installation and detail of the use of those products was a poor install.
Within just 1 week, Helga had another new roof on her home. She admits it was an expensive mistake, both in money and time, and will never let price outweigh quality again. There's no trick to choosing the right contractor for you, but the National Association of the Remodeling Industry, or NARI, stresses you need to do your homework. A simple internet search can tell you how long the company's been around and whether it has great reviews or if it has been sued. Always get more than one bid and make sure the contractor addresses your home's exact concerns. Check for certifications and insurance. You're going to feel more comfortable if your contractor is backed and protected by a national organization. Follow these tips and you'll know that every penny you spend on your remodeling project will be well worth it. I'm Katrina Cravey, Contact 6.